Hello, folks, and welcome to Fandango Friday. Fandango Friday on the fifth day of Christmas 2023. All right, and I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Louisiana liqueur reviews. And Elbow is in Florida with Elbow 88. And
Cheers.
Ward is in the state of. Hello, Red.
Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Now, if you turn your phone sideways, you'll get a bigger screen. Yeah, that's better. That way you're not all bunched up. Welcome to Fandango Friday.
Thank you. Yeah, first time. You both.
All right. All right.
All right. Got a few comments here. Thank you. I don't read comments because, people can read them for themselves. And I watch live videos where 50% of the video is people reading comments. It's like, well, you could read them to yourself. Okay. Hey, Butch. So I have a product today that is no longer produced. And that's why I got my lamp off. I'm going to turn it on, but because it makes a glare and you can't see it. But here's a product. Oh, thank you. I'll take the job.
Okay.
Probably won't get elected. This was on the market from, I think, 2011 to 2015. But it was 2016, sorry, but it was discontinued. It's called Southern Comfort Fiery Pepper. It's 35% alcohol. And now we have Dazzling Dave from Louisiana.
What's up, y'all?
Cheers,
Hello.
Dave.
And Dazzling Dave, we have a new member, Red Ward.
Hello.
Reward. Nice to meet you, man. You bring your pup with you?
Yep, he's right next to me. Castmates, nice. Nice.
Jameson Castmates. Okay, now, so that's what I have. I can't show a website listing because it's been discontinued for 7 years, so obviously there's no website listing. But Elbow is going to show us something he has.
Can I make a comment on it, Jay?
Of course.
You could still get that for buy one, get one free. You
Still get it. Can still
To
get
this
it at
day.
the store for the cheapest price.
Yeah,
Okay.
like $10 or something. Yeah.
Do you want me to go, Ron?
Yeah, I'm trying to type in the.
So there you go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I made a mistake there. Okay.
Anyway,
Elbow, all I can see is the tip of that. That looks like a Buffalo Trace bottle.
oh goodness sakes, you know already, and you only
that
just
is?
saw the top. Yes,
Oh,
yes, it is. Look,
Indeed.
I don't know if you guys ever buy a bottle and then kind of put it away for a special occasion, but that's what I did with this. I bought this a few months ago, and I just happened upon it. It's not easy to find, and I usually just go to Total Wine, and they don't stock it there at my store for some reason. So anyway, I happened to be in a different liquor store, and I saw this. This is the 375 milliliter size. It's a small one, and I happened to see it on the shelf behind the cashier, and I thought, well, how much is that? And she said it was $18.99. I thought, all right, I'll take it. I've been wanting to try this stuff. I've heard about it so much. So this is a special occasion since we're almost at New Year's and just past Christmas, and I thought I would open it up for this show. So here we go.
thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
It's 90 proof, right?
A toast to you, Ron and Dave and Red Ward and everybody out there that tunes in. Hope you all have a great New Year. I'll just start off by saying that, but
Same to you.
Cheers.
yeah.
What am I, chopped chicken liver?
Oh shit, you're here. Okay, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, Claude. Happy New Year.
That's what my wife said on our honeymoon. Oh shit, you're here?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. The life of the party is here.
Anyway, just the aroma. It's mellow. It's not sharp. It doesn't like you don't get the ethanol hit from some other stuff. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon or whatever, but yeah, it's mellow. It doesn't hit you at all. So
It's
anyway,
coming in at 90 proof, right? If I'm not mistaken.
yeah, 45% ABV.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Well, Claude, we're going to bring you in. Don't worry.
All
Now,
right.
Red Ward is going to bring us a product.
That's right. So Elbow had something special. I do not. What I'm doing tonight is I'm finishing up some eggnog from Lamer's Dairy up in Appleton, Wisconsin here. Make it a little bit more festive yet because it's still the holiday season with some Old Forester 100
Oh.
proof.
There you go.
Yep. Put a dash of cinnamon in, ice cubes just to keep it cool, and it's delicious. A lot of oak, a lot more oak than the Evan Williams bottled and bond I had earlier. So both 100 proof. This one has a lot more of the oak, it's a lot spicier, less vanilla forward, but it makes it stand out among the creaminess and the sweetness of the eggnog. I love it.
Okay, we're going to show that website in a little bit. Now, Dazzling Dave from Louisiana.
What's up, guys? Tonight we're looking at Jameson Irish Whiskey Cask Mates. This is the stout version or stout edition. It's coming at 40% alcohol. So my recollection of this is that they take it and they soak it in former barrels of stouts or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like they'll take the stouts and they'll put them in bourbon barrels, and they take those barrels after they're finished putting the stout in the whiskey barrels, and then they put this back into it. Or who knows where they got it from? It doesn't really say.
Yeah, they buy it from a stout company in Ireland.
It mustn't be Guinness because I think they would advertise that if they could. It's got to be something a little bit smaller, I would guess.
Yeah, I don't think it's Guinness.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to sign off and come back.
Uh-oh. Okay, internet problems. Well, he's got some bad Wi-Fi he's dealing with, and it's a real pain in the you-know-what. Now, Claude GM Diamond, and now the Whiskey Scouts jumping in from Kansas. But Claude is in. Where are you tonight, Claude?
Colorado? I am in Winter Park, Colorado, 9,200 feet above sea level. Colorado blue sky, 25 degrees.
Oh, sounds
and I went
miserable, actually. All right.
Actually, it's gorgeous. I went skiing today. I had a ball. I think the whole darn planet is in Colorado right now with the lift lines as long as they were. And guess what Santa Claudia bought me for the holidays?
General Motors.
Grand Marnier.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. This too cheap to buy this for myself. I got to tell you, there's some liquor. I mean, I love this stuff, but I haven't had it in years. And I kind of mentioned it to Claudia in the store, and she bought it for me. I don't even know. I forgot. Do you know anybody know what this goes for? I bet it's $50, $60 or something.
So like that. It's a liqueur. Grand Marnier. Some people, they just drink it straight.
You know what? It's beautiful. Look at that color. It's cognac and some kind of orange derivative. I don't know how they do the process. Ron, I gave you the link, and
yeah, I got
right
it.
away.
What's the ABV on that?
Let's see. The ABV made with cognac and orange liqueur. I have to get out my assistant here.
Oh boy.
40% alcohol by volume.
40%. Okay.
It's pretty good for
It says on
liqueur.
the bottle, Laissez les bon temps rouler. No, it doesn't say. It should say that. on there. You open this bottle, and the smell, the orange smell, that unique Grand Marnier smell, it just permeates the room. Permeates right the room. It's you could just smell. You could just smell this for a few minutes before you drink it. It's that nice.
I like those kind of things.
Oh yeah, they're just beautiful. Or the whole room smells like orange right now.
We're going to look at the website and get a picture of it. But thank you, Claude.
Oh, whiskey! You got a bottle there too?
Yeah, not a Grand Marnier.
Oh, it looked like the same bottle,
No,
except it's bent.
Saint Vivian Arm. That's the whole reason I bought it, because I thought I'm a sucker for marketing. I'll be honest. It's got that nice little wax seal thing there on it.
Dude, your bottle's got ED. What up, man?
I never thought of it that way.
Or maybe it's got that tickler curve they all like.
Here goes our family rating again.
This is digressing quickly.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Anyway, it's Saint. I don't know anything about it. It's got a nice embossed glass. It's Exposition Universal. I don't speak French. Universelle. I don't know how that Universelle or I don't know.
Yeah, the Universal Exposition. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, it's an Armagnac. It's a product of France. It's imported by Sazerac Company, Louisville, Kentucky, and it's got it does have an unusual word there that I don't quite understand why it would be on the bottle, but you can't really read it. I want that thing. Anyway, it's in French. I can't read it, but the one word I do recognize that transfers to English, and it says CONDOM. So why they would have that on there, and I don't know the French meaning or usage of that word, which I'm sure is quite different than the English usage of that word. Anyway, that's all I really got on it. Aged 20 months in oak barrels. It does say that on top. And I didn't give a whole lot for it, I can tell you that, but I also can't tell you how much I gave for it because I bought it some time ago. I was wiping the dust and cleaning the bottle off, so that's how long I've had it.
Right.
So anyway, it's a good night to open it up on and give it a spin. So if I can figure out how to open it.
That's a brand new product, huh, Robert?
Well, it was brand new when I bought it, whenever that was.
Introductions. Good evening, everybody. Hello, and early Happy New Year.
Cheers, Sean. Cheers.
How is this?
Good to see you, man.
Cheers.
Sir.
So I go ahead and pour mine.
Where did our host go?
Well,
So
on this
we could-
platform, we can only have 6 total on the free version.
Yes.
Oh,
Outside of that, it's going to be a charge. So what happens is that Jay will check out to let others on. And I've told him that, outside of my review of things, he can check me out and he can check him in back and forth until somebody decides to go off the program.
I'm having fun peeling the foil off the bottle.
Yeah.
And hello, guys. How are you? I am, and all you watching all across America, around the world. There's my YouTube channel. I am drinking tonight Evan Williams, Kentucky, bourbon whiskey, 40 proof. 80 proof, 40% ABV. Straight, nice and neat tonight. Chasing it with a little Old Milwaukee, and got my stogie. So I am good. And
Happy
everyone
Friday.
has had Evan Williams. So there you go. No need to describe it. We all know what Evan Williams is. We all know what it's about. So I'll give my description coming up when we come back to me.
Evan Williams is good stuff.
Very.
Very true. Very true. My hair is a little shaved, but I feel good after a shower. All right.
You're beautiful. I'll introduce you to my sister-in-law.
We have a cork.
Hello, folks. I'm back. Now, like the mad liquor scientist that I am bringing in this discontinued product, which is still widely available at one store. Funny. This is, well, let me turn off the lamp again. This is the Southern Comfort Fiery Pepper. It's Southern Comfort, but it's aged in the McElhenney Tabasco barrels. And it is 35% alcohol, and it is very cheap at a local store.
So, Jake, could you explain to others out there what the base Southern Comfort that they use in this is and what it tastes like?
Okay, well, that's an interesting question because Southern Comfort was started by the Sazerac Heritage people. Like that company's whole history is kind of convoluted, but it did start kind of by Sazerac, and then over the years it got sold off and bought up, and then Brown-Forman owned it for many years, I think decades. So Brown-Forman owned it, and apparently, I've never seen anybody back this up with any source material. They just say it and they repeat it. But it's probably true. But apparently, it was using only grain neutral spirits when it was under Brown-Forman and not using whiskey like Sazerac does. But you have to take this into consideration. Sazerac uses whiskey, but what Sazerac uses is spirit whiskey. And if you read your regulations, spirit whiskey is allowed to have only 5% straight bourbon. The other 95% can be grain neutral spirits. So it's probably like, oh, well, Brown-Forman, they were doing this, but we're doing this. It's like a minimal difference, more than like. Now, the spices are secret, so we don't know what fruits and spices are used in Southern Comfort, and they're never going to tell you. It's like KFC's secret recipe. You're not going to find out. So they use an array of spices. And Southern Comfort is 35% alcohol. Its base model's 35%. But when Brown-Forman had it, they were trying to bring out variants like a cucumber lime, and then this fiery pepper. But that was when Sazerac bought it in 2016. They were like, nah, we don't want that stuff. They just do Southern Comfort. They do the black 80%, 80 proof, and they do the Southern Comfort 100 proof, red label. Okay, so here's what it looks like. That's what you'll get with caramel coloring.
So the regular Sazerac that was actually distilled here in New Orleans, that was 35% alcohol, or that was?
I think it's always been about 35%. If you look at old advertisements back in the 30s and 40s, it was like around that. Might have been 38, 40, even 40. But like I said,
I don't remember that. I just remember tasting it when I was in high school as a teenager, and to me, it tasted like a cherry type whiskey. So
I think the consensus
liqueur.
Yeah, I think the consensus from the people that take a guess is that there's some kind of definite cherry.
I'm not taking a guess. I'm telling you what it tasted like.
I also had a buttery note to me in it. I don't know why, but
other than that one, yeah, because it is that different kind of
right.
aspect with the Tabasco. Now they age Tabasco in barrels, so it's just like
oak barrels, just like whiskey. Yeah. But
so you're gonna get that same aspect you get off of a whiskey, from the wood that you actually get that aspect of into the whiskey. You'll get it through the Tabasco, and it'll resonate into the liqueur, the liquor.
Right. So now I'm going to describe it. It's going to be right along the lines of what you're saying. So what you get in the nose, I can't show a website listing because there is none since it's been discontinued for 7 years. But there's in the nose, you get like old furniture. It smells like old furniture, which that's coming from the barrels, the wood. It just smells like some old grandmother's house. And then you get obviously the Tabasco, that vinegary Tabasco cayenne pepper nose. Tabasco peppers from Yucatan Peninsula, and that kind of overrides it. You don't really get the amalgamation of Southern Comfort spices. But let's go with the taste. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. I haven't had Southern Comfort in a long time either.
All right. This one is not subtle in its heat. So you're getting the full bore Tabasco pepper heat. And I find it hard to believe that you would pick up that much heat just from aging in the barrels. But maybe it sucks it in. I don't know. It's making me think they might be tweaking it, with some actual Tabasco sauce. But let me see what it says on the bottle to be sure. It's saying liqueur and whiskey with natural flavors and caramel color. Oh, well, there's your answer. There's your answer. I think we know what the natural flavors are. Tabasco peppers. All right. Yeah, and you have the George Dickel version that was made for a few years. That's no longer produced either, but that was the same concept.
Both of these whiskeys were contracted out to do collaboration with Tabasco. And both of them have similar taste. Some Comfort's more, to me, is more of the liqueur, and this is more of the whiskey. And this one is phenomenally good in my book because it's like taking a barrel-aged whiskey and mixing it with a barrel-aged hot sauce. It actually comes out pretty good.
Yeah, I think either one of those, whatever one you buy, you want to have it ice cold out the freezer, really. But
I would have different. I would say you have this one room temperature. Maybe this one more ice cold because it's more of a sugar note.
Nah, but that's the difference of opinion. I like it a lot, but if you don't like peppery heat, like hot sauce heat, don't buy it because you're gonna hate it. The body's medium. Got a little syrupiness in it, like you're saying. Definitely under. There's some other spices in the underbody, and it's a sweet finish. So I poured a pretty good amount, but not a whole lot. But this bottle's going to last you a long time because I don't see how you could just sit there and just sip on this. It would just turn your stomach, So it's like a little evening treat. You just got to let it go, But it's very good. It's very well made. I think what happened with this product was the sales probably really weren't that good because a lot of people saw it and said, I'm not, in their mind, they're thinking whiskey with Tabasco sauce, and then George Dickel tried it. And then I think they got the same response. People saying, oh, I'm not trying that. And so they cut it. Now maybe Jack Daniels will make a Tabasco. Who knows? All right, but that's all I got to say. I like it a lot. And when I come back in a little while, I'm going to give it a favorable score, although I haven't really thought about what the score is going to be quite yet. But now Elbow's going to come in with his very famous product, and I'm going to drop out, and Beverage Ramble is going to come back in. So I'll be watching. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yes. Ron sees you when you're drinking. Yes, indeed. Anyway, here we are at Buffalo Trace. Like Ron said, it's a very famous, I guess, bourbon. Very well known, and I was surprised to find out.
Hello.
Yes.
I have a question.
Okay.
Is John's brother there? I noticed there's a dent in the bottle already.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got 1-4. 1-4 is neat, and I've got some ready to go on the rocks because
Perfect.
Nice and neat for me tonight. Nice and neat.
Yeah.
It's chilly outside.
How much was the bottle, Elbow?
Okay, it's a 375 milliliter, and it was $19. So
That's not bad.
I think I think the 750s you can probably get them like 35 or so. Or it's not a super expensive bourbon, but for some reason they're not readily available at all places. Like earlier I mentioned, I just happened to find this in a liquor store that I don't usually go to, so I picked it up and I saved it for this occasion. We're near New Year's and Christmas and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Can you see
Chicago,
on
Louisiana.
the elbow on the screen? Ron has he got the 750 milliliter for $24.99.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yes.
all day long around here. All day
Yeah.
long.
Wow.
Some
Okay.
places it's $25.99, $27.99. That used to be an $18.99 fifth all day long.
Wow.
Okay.
Way long time ago, but that's
Because
back-
I know Evan Williams is, inexpensive, and Jim Beam, but these guys are a little bit higher, but not so much, not a lot. I mean, that's a great price, $25 for 750.
Can't beat
And I was surprised. It's a Sazerac company. I did a little research before I came on, but I was surprised all the different brands that comes out of this distillery. And a lot of these brands are like, allocated stuff, what people are looking for, but they also make Blanton's, Ancient Age, Stag. They make Weller, Eagle Rear, E.H. Taylor, and Van Winkle, all from that same distillery. So that's quite a famous and renowned family. But anyway, I'm tasting it now for the first time. To me, it's very good. It's like mellow is the word that comes to my mind. It's not a big hit of ethanol. It goes down nice and warm and smooth. So anyway, that's what I'm enjoying tonight, and hopefully I can make this last a little while. But anyway,
I'll take that bet. Yeah.
cheers to you guys.
I'll give you 10 days to a week to 10 days.
Yeah, that's about right, Claude. Maybe a week. I think about that on that side of it. But yeah, but I think I can find more of it. If I look around, and so I won't mind finishing this off if I can get some later. But yeah, there you go, guys. Cheers.
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 I got one too,
Nice
although I
pour.
got this as a gift.
All right. Oh, there you go. You get the big.
Yeah. That's
Nice.
the bottle
Nice.
I gave my brother. I gave my brother that Buffalo Trace. He loved it.
Hey,
Nice.
John, you're not gonna believe this. My brother gave me this.
Wow. Wow.
There you
For
go.
Christmas.
He gave
The
him that
1
back.
liter size. I have no idea how much he paid for it, but I know where he bought it from. So he probably dropped like 40 on this. But this is the 1 liter size.
Okay.
Yeah. As you can see right there.
How does that
Yep.
compare to Evan Williams? Silly question. How does that compare to Evan Williams?
They're not even
Day
the
and
same
night?
ballpark.
I would suggest try him, Claude.
No,
Get a
I
bottle.
got
Yeah.
the Evan Williams bottle and bond. Since I can't bond Evan Williams, the bottle and bond came in. And to me, the price I paid for it, man, you might as well just get a Logic Craig. It's made by the same company. They taste the same.
Very
The
old
alcohol
Barton or very old Barton.
So you got 96 in a Logic Craig. You got 100% in bottle and bond. And the bottle and bond was twice as much. And it wasn't
The Evan
what?
Williams one? The bottle and bond?
No. Well, that was a question to Evan Williams. Evan Williams bottle and bond.
$16.99 roughly.
That's how much I paid, about $18.99 for that one. So
Yeah.
For a 750.
For $750.
yeah.
I haven't bought one in a couple of years, but that last one I bought was $16.99 for the. Evan
Yeah,
Williams.
last one, I think it was like same price, 16, 15, something like that. The Evan Williams 1783, I think, is the better deal. It's 90 proof. It tastes a lot better. We get the 1.75 for about $24 a bottle.
That's a
I
deal.
don't think so.
There you go.
Yep. That's a deal.
Folks, you don't have to
Everybody's
spend a lot of
different.
money.
Everyone's different.
Everyone, you don't have to spend a lot of money on good burgers.
No, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money to get something that's really good.
Mm-mm.
I'm just
Go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry.
compared to the hype.
Speaking of that, I had some
Nice.
Old Forester 100 proof. Drinking it tonight with some, eggnog from Lamer's Dairy. But this Old Forester, I got it with a gift certificate, but I think it was $25 for the 750, which I thought was a fair deal. But together with the eggnog, it's delicious.
Hey, puppy. Hey, pup.
That's Bluegrass. He's very nosy. So my understanding is the 100 proof the 100 proof Old Forester came about fairly recently. It was when they were trying to branch out into kind of their Whiskey Row line of like the Prohibition style, the 1920, I think. They do a birthday bourbon that is pretty highly sought after. I don't think this one is quite as popular. It's a little bit rougher, but I like that in a whiskey, so I'm not complaining.
Have you tried the other varieties of Old Forester?
Most of them. I went to Louisville a few years ago to visit a friend and did the tasting room. So we had a smoked old fashioned where they put the little wood chips in and heat it up, and then that infuses into the old fashioned. That was very tasty, but a lot of the whiskeys, I loved them. I don't quite have the palate, though, to be able to say, yeah, this one had more of this or this one had less of this, but they were all pretty delightful as far as I'm concerned.
Cool.
It looks like Ron is scrolling through the website there. I can't really read much, but yeah, it's a very, very tasty 100 proof. Sometimes they're overly hot. I know, in some videos I've seen Ron mentioning that he likes 80 proof. Just a deal where I saw it was on sale and grabbed it for 100 proof, thinking, oh, that'll be a nice punch with some eggnog. But I don't mind 80 proof whiskeys at all. I think they're delicious. It's different, but I haven't had many bad bourbons yet.
All right.
This is the Old Forester, 1920. This is the Prohibition style. If
That's
you look,
a really nice one.
Letters written across. So this is a recipe for the Prohibition era. I think I paid, I don't know, like 60 or 70 for this way back when it came out. I don't know if it's numbered or anything. This is coming in at 115 proof. Yeah, and then the label's starting to like get a little, you can see right there. 115.
Nice.
I don't know what
It's still sealed?
for.
115. Wow.
Is it still sealed?
115, yeah. Yeah, so this would be like a cast strength.
Yeah, that's nice.
1920.
Yeah.
I remember Wednesday night we brought the Old Foster's. I had brought the Old Foster's rye.
Nice. Nice.
All right.
What was the other one you got there? Oh man, I have been showed up.
Single barrel.
1910. I like the 1910
Yeah.
slightly better than the
I
1920.
think I had the 1910 and it's gone.
Yeah, it's lesser alcohol by volume, but personally, I think it gives me a little bit more flavor, but they're both excellent whiskeys. I'm not going to complain about either one in any way, shape, or
I've
fashion.
been shelving this for about 5 years now.
No, this is my second bottle of 1920. This is my
Have you
first
noticed that
bottle of
the
1910.
prices have gone down a little bit?
I'm sorry.
Have you noticed the prices have gone down a little bit?
I haven't. The 1920 I bought that last year, actually, the 115 proof version. This one, though, I bought 6 weeks ago or so, and that's that one I think I've already showed you guys. And it's 66.45. It's the Old Forester single barrel strength.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. I have
And
not
then
seen that in our area.
Then my Buffalo Trace, what I got left of it, that's a
That's
single
a
barrel
store pick.
select from
Yeah, it's a
from
store pick.
Groves.
So
Which
usually
comes
with
out
the
of
store picks, I notice you get a different aspect from what's blended and out there.
Yeah, I'm not.
You might
big
get
on
more of a
Buffalo Trace.
char or a little richer taste with them.
Right. I'm sorry. I like to show. I got a lot.
You got a
He used to
museum,
have-
Robert. Robert, you got a vault, a museum, just like
It's not like they haven't been drank. They've all got stuff missing out of all of them. Just and just so Ron could see it, I still got what I had when I bought that when I was down there with Ron. That same stuff he's drinking.
Oh,
I put a message out there. I was looking for that today. That one, the pepper, nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Still see it,
Nowhere.
Sean. I still see it.
I'm not going to drink anything until I give my review on this Armagnac.
I can get a Boingo.
I said I can't see it. I can't find it. I'm saying nowhere to be found.
Hey, pay the postage and I'll send it to you. You want it that bad? You got it. I'll send you 2 bottles.
I'll take care of it. We'll exchange information after the show.
And George Dickel, I had the George Dickel pepper at the George Dickel.
That one too, I can't find either.
They gave us a tasting round on that distillery. Yep, that was that one. I got little 50 mils of that. I've got like 3 or 4
anywhere now. Last time I saw this, I saw a bunch of bottles. I grabbed like 4 of them.
Yeah.
This
I thought
is it.
I had a big bottle, but I don't. I've only got some 50 mils.
This is it.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right.
Anyway, whoever's turn it is, I don't know.
I don't either.
We treated on the one guy.
I think it's you, Dave.
Oh, is it me? Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Tonight we are doing Jameson Castmates. This is Jameson Stout Edition. It's coming in at 40%. This is Jameson, finished off in bourbon barrels that they use to finish stout in. So you get, I would assume it's the American bourbon barrels. It doesn't say.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And then you get the stout effect from this. This one's really good. You kind of get the best notes off of stout that you get. So the taste is. Thank you, Jay. It's Jameson. There's that slight char going on with it, and you get all those little dark notes that you would get from a stout or something you expect. You know, like the cherry. I mean, the pitted fruits, and just the really good aspect that you would expect with a stout.
Dave, have you had the other Caskmates, the IPA version?
I have not. You know, I relied
like it
on
as much. Yeah.
Yeah, I relied on some other folks who tried it, and they were like, didn't really like it. So
yeah,
I did see it. I was almost tempted to pick it up just to see what it was all about, but I decided not to. I mean, I saw this and it got at a good price. It got $4.99.
Yeah, I think you made the right call for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and a couple of friends are like, "Oh yeah, Jameson, I'm gonna pick it up." And they're like, "Jameson like IPAs," but they said it just does not work.
Mm-mm.
So, but this one's really good. It's smooth, just like Jameson. Cleanness to it. It's almost like an open. It's like an open whiskey waiting for something to add to it. Kind of like if you smoke a nice piece of pork. It's an open piece of meat. It's just waiting for something to infuse into it, flavors. So this whiskey is very good. It's clean. A lot of folks don't like it, but they say it doesn't have any taste. I think it's good. And you get everything that you expect to get if you ever have one of those bourbon barrel aged stouts. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that punch, but you're going to get those notes that come from it, to come into it. So,
I bought a holiday pack about 4 years ago that had both the IPA and the stout version, but they were only, I think they were 375s. They weren't full bottles.
That's
what
lesser
bottles.
This is a 375.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember what I gave, but that's 4 years ago.
Size that Elbow was showing with his Buffalo Trace.
Maybe 5.
It's good. I mean, I would recommend it. If you see it, pick it up, try it. You know, always look for a good price because somebody's going to have to out there with discount.
Yeah, I know. I like
think people get hyped up, you know, and everybody's all about the hype, and the next thing you know, things are just like, you know, I mean, I could show you. I picked up Old Tub. Old Tub was one of those whiskeys that was
That's
only. It was only available at the distillery of Jim Beam, and then it started to bring it out. And so when I picked it up, so it's $40. And I recently got it for a lot. Old Tub, did I enjoy it? I thought it was a little pricey when I got it for what you got, but I haven't tasted it again. So I'm gonna give it a revisit.
I can't find White Horse anywhere. By the way, I know you brought that, Dave, a few times.
I saw a White Horse the other day, so if they want something ridiculous, stupid price for it, doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, before I pay the amount of money I want for White Horse, you know, I'll get something else.
Who makes White Horse?
It's a blended Scotch.
Yeah, it's blended.
I don't remember what.
Before I get White Horse again, I'll get this.
Cuddy Sark. Oh, that's decent.
Yeah, that I can find anywhere. And unfortunately, Cuddy Sark is in plastic. I can only see it in plastic. So, yeah. Sure.
Right. No plastic here. I would never buy anything in plastic. Degrades the whiskey.
It's interesting, Ron.
Okay. So who's next now?
Lagavulin is the White Horse single malt.
Did not know that.
It's the single malt.
The smoky. White Horse is a multiple version. Lagavulin would be the one of the things they add to it. It was going to be a blend of several. Lagavulin would probably be the smoky Scotch they're adding to it for sure, but I don't know past that. Blends sometimes are very hard to, because they don't divulge a lot of information on them. Sometimes.
Sometimes they try to take the medicine effect off of them, the menthol effect. So, right. So it's probably a lot more than that, Jay.
I bet so.
Oh. Looks like your internet's going Dave, looks like your internet's going fine tonight, doing well.
I know. I switched it. I got two antennas. I switched it to
Just so you know the depth of my depravity.
Wow. All right. It looks good.
Let's go this way.
The
There's
museum.
another shelf.
12-step program for that.
And then that's all tequilas and mezcals on that shelf. I got a few upstairs on the shelf. I got up there, and then I got some of these in here, but that's the
It'll be good
depth
if you're
of my
snowed
depravity. So I have plenty. So anyway, back to this. I don't know much about it. I can't find much about it. You get the grape note with it. It's an Armagnac, but it doesn't come across as most brandies. It's a little bit more. The grape is more. It's. If you think about some brandies, you know, and you get that grape note, and the grape note's like, the best way I can describe it's color-wise, like it's bright, light. It's more pronounced. It's more acidic maybe on your palate. This is not quite like that. This is a darker grape. And Armagnacs are made from different grapes than most brandies are. Or what's the other thing? There's another style of brandy that escapes my mind right now. So it's just a little bit different. And honestly, I think this may be my first or second Armagnac. Oh, he found it. But honestly, there's not a lot of alcohol burn with it. It is, like I said, very grape forward. There's a sweetness smell that comes across with it as well. And it's that oak, and it's just a subtle vanilla note. Maybe and you know, it's just not grape. It's almost like a blueberry note. Now, I hate to say that, but it because it shouldn't be there, but it's like grape, and then there's like almost a blueberry kind of note that goes along with it. But it's really good. I mean, honestly, I kind of like it. And that's just on the nose. And the nose is very subtle, very easy to smell. Doesn't have the alcohol punch when it hits you. It's got a very pleasant smell to it.
Is it sort of on the Concord grape side of things, like that kind of like?
I don't know which grape Armagnac uses. They have a very specific species of grape they use, and I don't know that much about it. There you go.
No worries, yeah.
There you go.
So they use a purple grape. Yeah, like a dark purple grape.
Yeah,
it's like a Concord.
Ugni Blanc, Folie Blanche. I don't know.
A lot of these grapes
you guys
are just
can probably pronounce it
sourced
a lot better than me.
Yeah, they'll source these grapes in, and a lot of the grape flavor depends on the weather patterns of the region.
Wait a minute. Go back, please. I want to see what their tasting notes was. Fragrances. I got the vanilla. That's on the very wherever you went with it. No, it wasn't on that one. Go the other way.
Fuck.
I will. Anyway, I did get the vanilla, and I seen prune wrote on there too. I don't know about prune wise. Maybe I'm confusing the grape with the blueberry with the prune note they're getting, maybe. But it definitely does have like a darker grape, and even on the flavor. And flavor follows nose on this one. Palate follows nose, and I do like the fact that it's only 20 months in bottle, and it's not hitting me with all that alcohol burn. Because sometimes you get a little too young in the bottle, it still nails you with that alcohol burn. In this case, it doesn't do that. It's nice, easy drinking. So this is the first time I've ever had it, so I'm enjoying it. Basically, all I really got to say about that. So
this would be
delightful.
cognac.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Say again, please.
This would be classified as a cognac.
No, cognac is a different. Okay, that's the word I was looking for a while ago. Cognac is a different grape varietal than Armagnac. I got corrected one time when I was doing a whiskey that had been, that Shelley lady. Anyway, it was a whiskey that she is part of the production on, and they used Armagnac instead of cognac, and I kind of got confused. We was at a tasting, and I was corrected on it because at that point I'd never had an Armagnac, so I didn't know. I didn't have that basis for comparison, so I wasn't corrected. She just said, "No, that's what you're tasting is the Armagnac side, not the cognac side." That's where I'm coming out with that.
So think there's a specific taste between Armagnac and cognac, and like, what's the difference? Do you know?
This is my first Armagnac. I haven't had a cognac in a while, so I can't. They all have that grape note too, but it's a different. Like I said, this one's darker, more musty in the grape notes I'm getting off of it. Cognac seems like it's a little brighter, a little lighter in flavor, and it's a little more vivid on your palate. It's not as dark. I mean, these are words that and we're working on. I haven't had a cognac. I don't even have a cognac in there. I haven't had a cognac in probably 2 or 3 years. So we're working on a faulty memory.
I wonder if that's just a regional name.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Same product, since they all source grapes. They don't grow their own grapes. They source those grapes.
No, it's very regional in France. A different cognac, the soil, when they talk about this stuff, the soil, they really pump the soil. The two places that Armagnac is grown versus cognac, the soil is very different. I've read all this, and I can't recall. I didn't come here prepared, I guess. But the soil's different. The varietal of grapes subtly different between the two. So they have very different flavors, and they say that's the terroir, however you want to say that.
Yeah.
That you're getting in the bottle. So, but anyway.
The the well-known, more popular, well-known cognac is E&J VSOP.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, I think E&J is American made.
Right.
What's the old bottle? I used to get the old tall and long neck
Hennessy or Remy Martin. Yeah.
Remy Martin's one of them. There was another one that I used to buy quite a bit, but I can't remember. I know the bottle when I see it, but yeah. Anyway, it's just also another, the mouthfeel on this. It does have more of a thicker mouthfeel than I'm getting with normally like a 40% whiskey, bourbon, or scotch. The mouthfeel is a little bit more intense with this one. I'm getting more thick. It's a thicker mouthfeel, more filling. Therefore, it tends to give you a little more oily. You can even see it in the legs on the glass. If you look, the legs have really managed to stick around on it. And it's a long, subtle, slow, easy vanilla grape finish. And it lasts. It's a good lasting finish. I would really like to try the VSOP or the XO on this. After trying this, I'm pretty impressed. For a VS, this drink's better than most VS brandies or cognacs that I've had before in the past. And like I said, this is my first Armagnac, so I have no basis for comparison to other Armagnacs in that sense. All
right. Hi, everybody. I'm sitting down at the saloon here.
Smoking.
At my stove. And I'm drinking Evan Williams, 43%. Excuse me, I said 40. 43% ABV, 86 proof. That's what I have right here tonight. So, of course, owned by our friends at Heaven Hill. Owns the company.
Good stuff.
As we take a look at what the bourbon looks like right here. Nice color, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the bottle and bond and the 1783. So both of them are real good. What more to say about it? This has a nice caramel look to it, as you can see. Get much some information on this right now. I'm on the website right now. If it's not acting crazy right now. So,
yeah,
nice
right.
of caramel, slight scent of vanilla in this. So I'm drinking it straight, as you can see. So let's have at it. Everyone's had Evan Williams, so there's really no need to go into the description of this bourbon. So here we go, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Not getting any burn, obviously. It goes down really smooth. Notes of definitely a little caramel. It says brown sugar. I'm not getting any of that taste on the tongue, but nonetheless. But it definitely has that vanilla, caramel. On the nose, I don't get any mint on the nose either. So it's very light. Again, no burn to this, which is very, sometimes people say the burn might be good. Sometimes it could be just bad whiskey you're drinking. But overall, it's just a good, simple, mild, easy drinking bourbon whiskey. It's one of the very popular brands out there. Them and Jim Beam, and
I see the 1783 there over by Dancing Dave, I believe.
Yeah, I've had the 1783, and I was not disappointed in that. Not disappointed in that at all.
Negative, Ghost Rider. You can get this for $23.99 in my hometown.
So, Brian, if you're watching, thank you again for the bottle. I'll take care of you after the new year.
It ain't the little bottle.
No, it's not. So, all the recipes it shows, Evan and Coke, Evan and 7, Highball, of course, the classic Manhattan you can do it, or mint julep, or like you said, even sour, or like I'm drinking it, just nice.
A little pourer on it too.
So I haven't tried it with ice. Haven't tried it with ice in it, but I know if I add a couple of cubes, the booze will increase a little bit more. So
The booze,
like
the
I
booze.
said, this is just a good product overall. And I would love to tour the Heaven Hill in Bardstown, Kentucky, one day. Bardstown, Kentucky, if I pronounce it correctly. So I was at this liquor store today. True story, guys. I ain't buying this, but I bought something else. And this guy, for whatever the reason, I'm just looking, and then just open it up right up the street here where I live. And Brian, if you're watching, you know the story. And we were there, me and my partner were there. We're just kind of looking around, and it's a new store. They just opened, and the guy there just was doing this the entire time while I was there, just looking. This is what he was doing. That's all he was doing the entire time, just doing this. And I just it's like, hey, everything's okay. I'm just looking. I'm not throwing any shade, whatever, at the guy. Maybe I am, but it was just, look, I know you're a new star. I figured you want to maybe come and help me. I'll ask some questions, but he just kept doing this the entire time. Just like not far from me, a couple of feet away, just kept doing this. I just started busting out. Because I thought it was kind of hysterical. He was doing that. So I was like, hey, all I know is that I won't be going back to that store anytime soon. So, but I did buy something to take Sunday over at my brother and sister-in-law's house to ring in the new year. So I was like, just like this. And I knew it. I could felt it, but I just busted out laughing at the store. And Brian and I just left, and we just started laughing. And then today at work, when we got back to work, he walked up to me, Brian, and Brian was doing this to me too. Like, I was like, and we just cracked up laughing at it, but it was funny. But anyway, Evan Williams, a classic Kentucky straight bourbon. Cheers, everyone. Those who are watching, a happy new year. I'll have my score coming up shortly. Oh, yeah. Old Milwaukee I'm drinking tonight. Does it get any better than this?
Yeah, I guess Claude's internet is preventing him from being back here. But anyway, the Grand Marnier, it looks interesting.
Yes, I've had it, and I'm no fan of it, unfortunately. Grand Marnier.
Yeah, I was trying to show some of the website so that people could get an idea of Grand Marnier. I know it's an orange peel liqueur, but they have many variants of it, and the price will continue to climb as you go up the ladder. And so you could probably buy Grand Marnier that will cost you $300-$400, But so I really like this fiery pepper, and we'll be honest, David and I bought it because it was super cheap, and international market has it, and they have like, I don't know, they must have like 50 bottles on the shelf, and they must have got a deal when Sazerac cut it, So yeah, it's really good. You think, it's no good. It's really good. It's well made. It's got that spiciness, the pepperiness, the old furniture, the old wood. I think it's a great product. I mean, I wouldn't make a habit of drinking it all the time, but I like it. And one thing about Old Forester, Red Ward, Old Forester, a lot of people don't realize that they bought Jack Daniels back in 1956. True story.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and they own them today. So for the last, for most of Jack Daniels' history, if you look at their history, it's been owned by Old Forester, Brown Forman. All right, because Old Forester was started by the Brown family. I like to study history more even than the taste in the products. But
yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, you could win some bets at a drinking at a bar, one night. Okay, but Southern Comfort Fiery Pepper, I'm going to score that 93 out of 100. It's a most excellent product. Unfortunately, it's been discontinued for at least 7 years. So, boo-hoo. But oh well, maybe they'll make a Jack Daniels fiery pepper, Jack Daniels Tabasco barrel. Now, as far as promos, I'm doing my morning time bourbon taste challenges with Jim Beam Black number 8, which is no longer produced either. Around the same time period, it was cut out, but we can still get bottles. And it's not really standing out because I've got it wrong 3 times where I got to compete with other bourbons. But it's been a fun challenge, and I've been doing that every morning, sometimes in the later morning and even in the afternoon. But it's been a fun project, and then I'm going to blended whiskey next, which will be depressing but interesting. But Sunday we're doing Super Sunday, the last Super Sunday of 2023. Bring any beer, wine, liquor, orange juice, coffee, tea, milk, water, bottled water. And then next Wednesday is Joker's Wild Wednesday. Anything goes there, of course. And then next Friday is another Fandango Friday. Anything like liquor or liqueur like this Friday, and that'll be the first of 2024. And I'll say one thing about 2024. I don't know if it's going to be a good year or a bad year, but I know it's going to end in an even number. But that's all really I have to say. What the hell?
Here we
All
go.
All right, hold. Can I do my thing before you start with what the hell? Can I do my review?
Let me see, Jay. What you got?
He's just taking his thunder.
Okay.
Can I go ahead and do my final review because I got to
Oh, wait, I think Elbow's next, right? Yeah.
Can I do my final review because I got to go?
Oh, you got to go. Okay, Elbow, is that okay?
Yeah, fine. That's okay.
Okay, so yeah, we're looking at Jameson. Of course, this is not Jameson my glass, something else because y'all take a long time.
Hey, well, that's
It
science.
was good. It was good. I got a good price. Paid like $5 for this. This is a half of a fifth. So if you see it, pick it up. It's good stuff. I would highly recommend it. I would give it a 92 out of 100.
Oh, 92?
Yep, that is it.
Wow.
Okay. I'm
All
out.
right, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Have a good evening.
Cheers, Steve. Happy New Year.
Happy Sunday. We'll see you Sunday.
See y'all next year.
Sunday.
Happy New Year.
I'll be seeing you Sunday.
I'll be there.
All right.
Don't be square.
Maybe David will come over tomorrow and do some beer reviews. And I'll see next is Elbow. Thank you, Elbow, for being patient, but he had something to do. I don't know. Probably had to go to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
no
Probably had
problem.
to go to the bathroom. All right.
Yeah, no problem. But I'm just pleased to talk about my first taste of Buffalo Trace, and it's been quite pleasant. I mean, I know this is a lot of hype and all that stuff about this particular bourbon and all that, but I think some of it is probably justified. It's a good taste in bourbon, and I'm now enjoying the rest of it. I had on the rocks here, so I think I would give it a 97. You know, there may be other bourbons that are better, but a 97 is worth it. I think it's a good solid bourbon, and I would recommend it wholeheartedly.
So it's famous. So it's famous for a reason.
Yeah, I guess it is. You know, it's I've thought about visiting distilleries and taking a trip up to Kentucky, and I think Buffalo Trace would be a good distillery to visit. So I think I'm going to put that on my bucket list and maybe make it up there one of these road trips of mine. But anyway, not to belabor that, promos. Yeah, I got a little channel called Elbow 88, so feel free to check it out. I'm going to try and make more content and contribute a little bit more for 2024. And sincerely wish all you folks out there a happy new year, prosperous new year. Hope everything goes great for all my fellow panel members. It's such fun on Fandango Friday to join you guys and all you good folks out there watching. Cheers to you all. Happy New Year. And I'll
Thank
sign
you.
off from here. Cheers,
Thank
folks.
you, Elbow. They want to know what is your go-to beer.
Cheers, Elbow.
Lately for me, it's been Space Dust. I usually keep 6 or 12 pack of Space Dust in the fridge. I'm a fan of that beer.
Elysian Space Dust. That's a beauty. I love getting dusted with that.
That's owned by AB InBev, right?
Yeah,
well,
they got bought out. Yeah, they got bought out years ago, I guess. But the distribution
Bourbon in the morning.
easy to
John,
find.
this is what I got. All right, John.
Pennsylvania Dutch peppermint bark. Okay.
I bet that's good.
It's
In small doses.
yeah, in small doses. It's
In coffee. In coffee.
In coffee. It's white chocolate. It's white chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate, cream, of course, Pennsylvania dairy cream, and crushed up peppermint candies.
Sounds good to me.
They just crush up the peppermint candies and dump it in the liquor. All right. But yeah, it's pretty good. Wasn't too cheap, but it's good. All right. So let's see. Now we got the Saint Vivant. Oh, okay. Claude is ready for the Grand Marnier. Are you ready, Claude?
I will try my best.
All right.
You pay Xfinity all this damn money. Okay. And look at this. I mean, this gigantic bill, and these idiots can't give you any kind of speed or anything. Grand Marnier, it's wonderful. If you win the lottery or you have a rich girlfriend or something, buy it. It's good. It's great. It's cognac and Grand Marnier. It's good straight up in a little sipping shot glass. It's even good, Jean-Pierre, on the rocks. It's just a wonderful drink while you're doing your laundry. You might want.
I did that earlier today.
That's an inside joke. Maybe it's not an inside joke anymore.
All right, go ahead, pick on me because I want my house to be clean. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. You're a hygienic host here. We need more of those. Definitely. It's just a good drink. I'll give it a 98. I mean, it's unique. I don't think, Ron, I was going to ask you, is there any kind of other orange liqueur out there that you can think of?
Yes, Grand Gala.
Okay. I mean, this is it's delicious, it's brilliant, but it's pricey. Definitely.
Well, $34.99. That's not so bad.
God, where? I mean, are we talking about one of those little airline bottles or what?
No, we're talking about 750 milliliters in Louisiana.
Yeah. Well, everything. God, I'm going to move to Louisiana because you guys are living in Xanadu or something.
Come on down. We'll hang out and do beer reviews.
There you go.
Oh,
and we'll go to the hospital together.
Yeah. In the real world, Ron, people pay twice as much as what you guys pay.
That's probably true. That's probably true.
You have cheap liquor, and the food is the best food in the United States is in New Orleans, and
Yes.
You can comment on the lovely women down there.
I would comment on them if I got to know them better, but I will say this: it is true about the prices because just this very week, I found a full-size bottle of Chivas Regal 13-year aged rye whiskey barrel treatment, and Old Tub full-size bottle, and those were $9.99 each.
How do you sleep at night?
Very well, I must say.
I think the of us are paying to drink cheap.
No, they're not
There's
paying. They're not paying. All right. Any promos, Claude? Oh boy, his
He froze.
failing again.
The ball at 20. You're doing
Peanut butter sandwiches.
Barry Manilow and water.
What was it? Just Another New Year's Eve by Barry Manilow. What's the name of that song? Just Another New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to sing Mandy or something, or
No.
Remember, before Dick Clark, that was it.
You said 97.
You know what?
You said 97 for the Grand Marnier?
I don't know. I just made it up. Yeah. Oh.
Did you say 97?
40% all by volume. What you mean by?
Claude's 2 locked up. All right. Well, I think you said 97, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Very high. Okay, sorry, Claude, but you are dead to the world. Okay, now thank you to Claude's internet service for not working. All right.
Before we go, I finish this real quick. I'm going to get it of a 90 even because I like it, and I don't have really another Armagnac to compare it to, but I really like it. I think it's good. It's got a good flavor. It's delivering. And I told a fib a while ago because I went through my bottles a while ago. I do have one cognac, but it's a little different. This was recommended to me by another whiskey drinker at a liquor store one day when I was in there. But it's finished in Japanese Mizunara casks.
Oh.
Like that Chivas Regal one.
Yeah. It's got 4 years in French oak barrels and 6 months in Mizunara cask. It's 43.5% alcohol by volume. I've had some, but my God, I've had it for a couple, 3 years now. I don't remember what it tastes like. It's bottled 669 out of 2,200 produced. So it's a very limited run. But this isn't so limited. I do have a brandy. It's not a cognac. It's just a plain brandy. And it's an XO, which is 10 years. You're supposed to be over 10 years at their XOs. So, and it's the Ibis. Anyway, I went ahead and poured a little of that. And we'll see it's a lot different. The XO is darker or lighter than the 20-month-old, which is
but remember, brandy, they can add coloring and they do not have to disclose it.
Well, I hate to sit there and say it without knowing for sure whether they added color into this or not. I assume they did, but barrel choices can make differences too.
That's right. Yeah.
So you have to be really cautious of that. But I can tell you, you can taste the 10-year difference between this and this. This is good. The depth of flavor we get in this is much deeper. A lot more vanillas, a lot more oaks. Everything's just deeper, more and intensely flavored. Whereas you get a little bit of an alcohol, but not much of that. This one, there's none at all.
And Robert, Whiskey Scout.
Mm-hmm.
People don't have to spend a lot of money to do that experiment. They can go out and spend very little bit of money and buy a E&J VS, an E&J VSOP, and an E&J XO, and try those three in succession, and they're going to notice a definite difference.
Yeah. This one I do kind of remember I paid around $60 for. This one I do not remember, but I got a discount on it because I go to their liquor store quite often at that time back in South Wichita. So that I bought a bunch of beer that day, and they gave me a little bit of a discount on that. And they're a good place, Burgart Liquor. This one, though, for the life of me, I bought it because of the cool bottle. I've had it for a long time. Now, I'm glad I opened it.
I'd buy it. Hey, I'd buy it. I'd buy it. I'd try it.
Yeah. I don't think, probably, I can't see me giving over $30 for that. I really can't. But it's, you're looking at cognac. Of course, the Mitsunura cask is a little different, but the cognac, brandy, and Armagnac. So you're looking at 3, because this started out as a cognac.
Yeah, 3 types of brandy.
Yeah, and you're looking at all 3. They're the only 3, though. I did verify. Because I was sitting here going, wait a minute. I think I got something in there. And I forgot about
I always thought that Hennessy was more expensive than Remy Martin, but Remy Martin is a lot more expensive than Hennessy, which just by the look of the bottle.
Yeah, Remy Martin is a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Higher set.
I've had a Remy before, but I don't. That's off in a distant past before 2010 when I was still hanging around with Mr. Jeff. So that's been a long time ago, and I can't recall. So I'm not even going to speculate. Anyway, a 90 on that. I think the Armagnac's good. I would suggest if you like Armagnacs and that you don't mind a young one, because it does have a younger note than the XO, obviously. It's a good drinker for the price you're going to give for it, as long as it's around $30 or so. I don't know if I can get
all right. Any promos?
No, not really. I did get this out, but drinking that other stuff, I really don't want to spoil my palate. So
Oh,
I'm not going to dig into it again.
no, but I would say with that Southern Comfort, you need to put it in the freezer for 24 hours.
Oh, I drink it straight. Then we'll do that.
No,
I got to remind my palate. I never put it in the freezer, and I've drank that much of it.
Yeah, I'd definitely drink it out the freezer. Yeah.
Last time I got sauced on Southern Comfort, I was joining the Army, and we were I was in the Army, and we were racing around the barracks putting live crickets on top of shots of the Southern Comfort, drinking them whole. So I'm not even going to go into all that, but that was
no.
Yeah, well,
I have drank my share of live crickets.
Sorry you brought that up.
Good protein.
All right, now Jean-Pierre is going to give us his evaluation of Evan Williams, the famous Evan Williams. And then
it's a good bourbon, guys. I mean, nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's one of them classics, probably one of the best-selling ones out there on the market. I'm going to go 94 out of 100 for this one. I think it's really good. I just add some ice to it right now, kind of, give it a little bit more of the punch. Just now, I just added onto it, and it's a good bourbon. Thank you again, Brian, for giving me the bottle. This is the 1.75 liter bottle. So it's a good one. Very enjoyable. So going great with the cigar. I already had dinner before I ate. So promos, I already started showing you the 2 beers that I have. Since Ward is here and Elbow, let me show you what I have. And Robert's here too. I'm going to review these quickly for the next tomorrow, and probably one for Sunday. Just get them out of the way, so I guess we'll start fresh the new year. This is from Destin Brewing Company. This is the Emerald Coast Ultra Premium Lager. I don't know, Elbow, you might have seen this where you are in Florida.
No, that's new, but I didn't know Destin had a brewery out there. Cool.
Yeah.
It's like a refreshing one.
Yeah, it's one of them crushable lagers. I'm trying to look at the brewery, but this is a Florida beer or Emerald Coast, Destin, Florida. It says Destin Brewery, so I'll just go with what they say on that. And from Topolin, Goliath out in Iowa, got the Rover Truck oatmeal stout.
Okay.
So
very good one.
And I don't know if you've seen this, Robert, or not. Topolin Goliath.
No, I haven't seen that.
Iowa, Kansas, not there or close to. I don't know how close.
I think my liquor stores are kind of limited what we get and that kind of stuff in my little town. So maybe if I went to Wichita, but I haven't been to Wichita in some time.
So those are the two I have, and I'll review these the next 2 days. Jay, of course, I'll be joining you Wednesday for the first Jerk Was Wild for the new year, 2024, and I'll be joining you this coming Sunday. I'll have something for Super Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific, and of course, Jerk Was Wild, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. So that is it, guys. All of you watching, a happy, prosperous, and healthy 2024.
Thank you. You too.
All right. I want to thank everybody for joining. To David and Claude. Sorry that Claude had the internet problems. And Beverage Rambo and Red Ward, thank you for your first participation. Hopefully it's not the last. And
Yes, sir.
feel free to feel free to just have a good time with us. And we really do try to welcome everybody. We just have to rotate, because sometimes we get too many people. Elbow, of course, thank you, and Whiskey Scout. And
Thank you.
well, that's it. I'm gonna go lay down, watch some college football, and then I'll be back up.
Cotton Bowl's on tonight, starting in about 7 minutes.
Yeah, and then I'll be back tomorrow morning, ready to go with a bourbon taste challenge.
All right.
All right.
All right,
care,
y'all
everybody.
take care now.
Appreciate it.
Today, goodbye, America. Goodbye.
Good night.
We'll see
Good
you.
night, and take care.
Yeah.